Hi all, so welcome to video weekly tech talk. Today topic is performance testing with smart meter. So before moving into smart meter, I want to give you a brief introduction. What is performance testing? All of you know what performance testing is. It is the testing type which we use to make sure that the application, whatever the application we are developing, is responsive for the users and it's stable under heavy user context. So the performance testing, there are many types. So these can't be called as types because all of these load, stress, volume, and capacity recovery, all these testing is the same thing. Basically, you put some heavy load into your system, and you see what is the output or what your system is, what is the behavior of your system. But there are little differences between these approaches because these approaches we use in different conditions. Like for the load testing we perform to make sure that our application is performing well in normal usage and the peak usage. So main consideration of load testing is we measure what is the maximum user load, what is the maximum transaction or the thread load the application is able to handle before it slows down, not crashes, it slows down. So when we are doing this, we make sure if there are any network related issues and if there are any system slowness observed at specific times. And stress testing is now previous one was we observe the slowness of the system. Here we observe the crash. At what point our system crashes down. So how is the system breakdown? What is the user load? What is the transaction load? Those things we measure. And there are many ways to break down the system. So that's the basic idea of stress testing. And volume testing is now when you are implementing a web application, you have a requirement to cater for some amount of data being processed. So that with that data, you do a load test or a performance test and make sure that the system is working fine. Okay. And capacity testing, this is the same as volume data, but you have to talk with your client and get an idea how this system is going to evolve. Like in the future, let's say you are going to get 100,000 more users into the system. So you need to make sure that future load is your application is capable of handling that future load. Okay, and finally the recovery testing. Here also we insert a lot of data into the database and check whether the system is having a failure and abnormal behavior. But what we measure here is the time estimation for the system to get back to normal state from the crash or the slowness. What is the time estimate your system needs to get back to the normal state? Okay, so that's the basic idea of these testing approaches. So when you are doing the performance or load or whatever is testing, you need to identify what are the components of your system that needs to be tested. Obviously, you can't test all the components of your system for this. So first of all, you need to identify what are the functionally business critical features, and you need to do a test for that. For example, if you have let's say a checkout feature in your application, so that is a critical feature, so you need to do an load testing for that. And components that process high volumes of data, like if you have a file upload or a file download functionality in your system, that component needs to be load tested with heavy amounts of data. And components which are commonly used, like the login, the logout. If you have a dashboard, the users are going to relate into the dashboard after your login. So those areas needs to be tested. and components interfering with one another. Like if you have a payment gateway in your web application, so you need to test that the time taken to go to the payment gateway and whether it's successful when there are a lot of transactions or requests coming. So those are the components to be tested. And then at the moment there are a lot of tools that are being used for these types of testing. These are the tools, and here in GVO we use Visual Studio as well as we use JMeter. And today we are going to talk about the Smart Meter, which is actually a desktop application, and it is based on Apache JMeter. The editing part and that part is based on the Apache JMeter, but what is different is it provides easy features like you can record your test cases, and you can do the test management and generating test reports easily, very easy automatic test reports and stuff like that. And you can use this in distributed mode, not in a single machine or whatever. You can use it in different load controllers, having different load controllers, and you can use that as well. So these are the main features of Smart Meter. So here, as I previously mentioned, you can have a test scenario recorder. I think in JMeter we don't have a separate feature for that, and you can have comprehensive test reports. There are like 10-12 reports generated by this Smart Meter, and distributed load testing and continuous integration. You can use this tool, and you can have some acceptance criteria when you are running the test. You can specify what is the response time, like below 3 seconds you have to run this test. Likewise, you can specify the acceptance criteria, and you can have test results on multiple monitors, not only on one machine. And you can, the other cool feature is you can use the Selenium scripts. Like if you plan to run your load test not on the embedded browser, there's a scenario you have to use the actual browsers, like 100 users from Chrome, 100 users from IE, and like that. So you can use the Selenium scripts inside of Smart Meter, and you can do the testing. Okay, and test environment monitoring as well. So so when installing a Smart Meter, this tool supports these three OSs and Linux, OS X, and Windows, as well as some mobile OSs as well. And when you download in the previous one, you can download the free one, and when you download it, you will get a file like this, and here's the application. It's in a compressed mode, so you have to archive it. Then you will get a application, desktop application like this. So you have to run this to run Smart Meter. Okay, and it's not a free tool like JMeter, so you have to purchase it. And if you want to try it out, you can use the free evolution. You can click this button and use it for 14 days. Okay, and so that's about the introduction part. If you have any questions, you can. Okay, so we'll go to the demonstration. In this demonstration, I will be talking about how to create the test and recording the test scenario and all, and you can edit the scenario parameters like dynamic parameters. When you do a load testing, you know you have to edit the dynamic parameters, and how to run the test from the Smart Meter, and how to use the test reporting feature that's embedded with the Smart Meter. So this is the UI for your it's called the welcome screen, and here you can do the testing, starting the test, and you can create or edit your scenarios, dynamic parameters, and you can start the recorder. So first of all, I'm going to do some recording. Here for the new test, it will display a window like this. You can name your test, and you can specify what is the URL you want to test, and transaction management. If you want, you can use manual, but for now I'm going to use the automatic mode. And you can include all requests, or you can include the requests that you only want, and you can, if you want, you can specify what is the user agent or the browser you want to run this test on. So if I click the start recording, it will go to the this screen where you have the transaction automatic transaction is created for that record, and the URL is here, and you have the transaction details here. So what I'm going to do is I'm navigating to this web page, and I'm going to navigate to another page and record that 2 steps. So before that, if you want to clear the cache, you can use this flush cache option, and if you think you have done something wrong, you can do the undo as well. And for the test settings, you can after recording it, you can update it as well. So I'm going to save this test. Here, if you want, you can these static parameters you can remove from your test, but for now I'm going to add them and save the test. It will take some time to load the test. For now, let me try to close it. So anyway, this is the editor, which is actually the JMeter editor. So I'm not sure why this is taking so long, but anyway, this is the editor view. So you can go here by from the welcome screen. You can select what is the test script. So you can use what is the test script that you saved right now and select it here, and you can do the create edit scenario. Then you will be redirected to this URL. So anyway, I'm having some problems with this loading part. This is a test that I have run before I came to the presentation. I'll explain the components here. So this box here, it displays what is the time the load test has run, and if there are any errors, it will display here, and if there are any warnings, display here. And this is the number of users or the threads which the load test is currently having when it runs. Now since the test has completed, it is saying 0. Now it's not having any threads. So basically we have editor window and the running window. In editor window, same as the JMeter, you have the test plan, and inside that you have the cookie managers, request details, number of virtual users and everything. And as I explained before, I can't explain this because this doesn't go away. Task manager is also not. Shall I restart machine? Okay, let me close all this. So here, as I was explaining before, the virtual users, this is the most important part if you are doing a load test. Here you can specify what is the target concurrency, which means what is the number of users or threads that you need to include into your load test. And ramp up time means here it's in minutes. So after 1 minute, it is going to include all the 10 users and do the load testing. And ramp up step count means now when you are doing an incremental load test, you can specify the batches number of in batches you can specify number of users included into the load test, like after first include 25 users and then another 25, like that. If you are doing that kind of an incremental load test, you can specify the number of users here. And whole target rate means now after you include all 10 of these threads or the users, how many number of minutes you need the load test to be run with those users. With 10 users, you are going to run the load test for 10 minutes. Okay? So that's the basic idea. And as I was mentioning before, I told you that you can specify the acceptance criteria. So here you can use that if you want to specify the response time under this seconds, and if you want to see the error, number of errors and number of hits in the load test, you can specify it here. And yeah, so let me try to run this test, because the created test is not loading. Here I'm going to run it. You can use this start button here from the editor, or you can use from the welcome screen. You can use this feature as well, start test. So now, as you can see, from 0 users, 1 user has been added to the load test, and this is the complete elapsed time for the load test. So gradually it is including a number of users into the load test and running the load test. And in the runner, you can see what is the output of the load test. Here I have included response time in milliseconds, and number of server hits per second, and number of transactions per second. Likewise, you can have these type of graphs here. You just have to drag and drop these into this area, so it will display what is the output of the test. So until that runs, um, for the test reporting, it has a very cool feature. You can just generate the report from this button, and if you are encountering so many errors, and you think the test needs to be stopped, you can stop it and even shut down. So at the middle of the test running also, you can generate the report, and when you generate the report, it will be open in your default browser, and you can save it as well. So let me so here's the report. It's not completed, but at the moment it has run for 2 minutes and 3 seconds, and it displays what is the script it is running, and there's a backup as well for this test, and it will display all the data here. So you can go through these and get an idea how your system is behaving. This is the request summary and successful requests. If there are any failed requests, it will display here. And the acceptance criteria you have specified. And it will display all the graphs that you have included in your runner as well. So talking about these hits per second, now if you can see, there are very low number of hits in your graph. That means there's a problem at that specific moment. So your application is not behaving as it is as average. The number of hits has been low, so that means there's a problem in that very second. And same as that, number of response codes you can in that editor. So the applications return some of the response codes, and you can specify what is the response codes that you need to monitor. Like if you need to monitor 500 errors, you can specify that, and you can see if the number of that 500 code is higher, that means a lot of errors are generating. So at that point there can be a problem in the system. And the response times as in other tools that we use, and it will display what is the page that is trying to access, like the home page and what component of the system. And there are a lot of graphs that you can generate from this: thread state over time, and transactions per second, and response time over time aggregate, things like that. So still the test is running, and when all 10 users that I need has been added to the system, added to the load test. So if you have any questions. Yeah. Yeah, that can be errors in the test, basically. The errors in the web application is displayed in those graphs. What is the error, like status code 200, 400, 500, you can see that in that graph. And here I have gotten a warning, so it displays here. No, I added not step load, I added the consistent. Yeah, after 1 minute. Here I use the automatic thinking times. I think you can specify that as well. When you are recording the test, there's a edit window. There, if you want to omit the automatic thinking times and you want to specify the thinking time, you can have it. Yeah. This specific test use that from the default values from the smart meter. Yeah, it mentions smart meter can have load controllers in separate machines, and if you want to have CSV files, like for the data input part, you can have a single CSV file and you can specify it in different load controllers, and it will run simultaneously as a one test. This actually one PC can be set up for monitoring purposes, and load controllers are separate. Think it's like that the distributed mode. Actually, this doesn't have a cloud-based. I didn't come across that. The main advantage is that Selenium integration. You can use the Selenium scripts inside of this smart meter, and the easy recording functionality. It's based on JMeter. It is actually developed by a subset of JMeter developers on top of JMeter. So the test is running. It will take some time to complete, like 1 minute more. I will go back to the presentation. These are the references that are used. Actually, Smart Meter has a very strong documentation. They have a YouTube channel where you can learn how the things are done, and they have a blog and they have a stack of support as well. And the documentation is pretty strong from the Smart Meter itself. It has all the tutorials there, and yeah, that are the references that I have used. So that's the end of the presentation. Sorry, I couldn't show all the components because some of the things are getting stuck. So thank you.